What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach Hartley and I'm a full-time swing trader and day trader here in Canada, and in this video I'm going to give you a full step-by-step walkthrough of everything you need to know to get started swing trading. Here we go. Okay, so far this year I have exited 5 different swing trades. I was profitable on 4 of the different trades and they all did extremely well, and I had one trade where it hit my stop loss pretty quick for a small loss. I also post all of these trades with the analysis behind them in my Discord chat. So if you want to see what I'm trading and why I'm trading it, definitely check out the link in the description down below. But first, let's start talking about swing trading. What does it mean? Let's just start with the top there. Number one, swing trading refers to buying a stock and holding it for longer than one day. So we are buying a stock, we are at least holding it overnight until the next day at a bare minimum, but we are not planning to hold that stock long term, meaning that we're not planning to hold that stock for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. We're looking to hold it for a couple of days to a couple of weeks at maximum. Now, when we take a swing trade, we are also planning for a take profit and a stop loss. The take profit is the level at which we are happy with the trade and we want to exit the trade and take our money off the table and lock in our profits. And the stop loss is the point at which our analysis is wrong. It is the point at which the price action proves our hypothesis and what we want to happen basically proves it wrong, and that's where we need to cut our losses. We need to exit our trade. Those are the two main factors of swing trading, is that it's longer than one day but not long term, and we are planning a take profit and a stop loss. Now, when it comes to doing this in Canada, there's a couple of different factors that you should consider. Number one is that there's no PDT rule, so there's no limitations as to how often or how much you can trade. That is a US thing and it does not apply to Canada. We also do not have long-term versus short-term capital gains. We don't separate things like that, so no need to worry about that. But the account that you choose to trade in is super important, and I'm going to cover that in 1 minute. So is currency conversions. I've made a few videos about how to convert currency here in Canada from Canadian funds to US and vice versa. If you're trading with small amounts, it's better to just go the normal route and pay whatever fee the platform wants to charge you because it's super convenient. But as soon as you get over that sort of $1,000 to $2,000 range, you may want to consider using the Norbert's Gambit strategy. I've made a video about it here on my channel, and it's basically converting a Canadian security for a US security and avoiding the currency conversion fee. It's really, really helpful, especially for large amounts of money. Definitely check it out if that is something that you have to deal with. Video is on my channel. Now, when it comes to the account types here in Canada for swing trading, your best bet is going to be a margin account. You do have the option of a cash account, but margin is going to give you the most flexibility. We also have TFSA accounts, or tax-free savings account, and RRSP, or registered retirement savings plans. These are registered accounts that give you tax advantages, and they are designed for long-term investing. Now, you can probably make 1 or 2 trades in these accounts and nobody's going to notice, nobody's going to call you up, nobody's going to penalize you, and it probably won't be a big deal if they're small trades. However, if you start swing trading and it becomes a large source of your income and it becomes something that you're doing on a daily basis and you're pretty knowledgeable about what you're doing, that then becomes a business and a job, and the CRA and the governing bodies will want you to pay basically income tax on that. And so you need to be very, very careful about what you do in your TFSA account and your RRSP account, because if the government ever deems that to be regular income instead of capital gains, you may get a hefty tax bill. And so to be safe, I would recommend trading in a margin account, but do what you will. Now, when it comes to the steps with regards to swing trading, there's a couple of different things to consider, but here's what goes through my mind. Number one is you want to identify the opportunity early. You want to be looking at the chart, identifying the stock and saying, hey, if this happens, then I think there's an opportunity here. You want to be well aware of that before it actually happens so that you're not in a rush. You can prepare for it, you can do your research, and you can get ready for it. Then you want to wait for confirmation that that opportunity is actually there and you have a good, solid understanding of what's happening. You then need to evaluate the risk to reward ratio on that trade. You need to place your order with a stop loss as well as your take profit levels, and then you need to manage that trade. Now, those are the 5 steps. Let me show you what that looks like in action. Okay, so here is a trade that I am actively evaluating right now. This is a real trade. I actually like this stock. It is called Blink Charging. They're an electric vehicle charging company. And when we come here and we do our analysis, we can see that we're in a pretty clear bearish trend here. We're basically trading in a channel of support and resistance in one very clear direction here. But where I am super interested in it is that over the last few months here, we have established a major level of support at $10. We bounced off of $10 right here at the end of December. Now it looks like we could be bouncing off of $10 right here in the middle of February. And so we have one green candle right here. We don't have confirmation yet. I'm trying to identify this opportunity early here because I think very easily we've got our upper kind of resistance level right here. We got another resistance level, let's call it around $15 here. And I think there's an opportunity to get into this trade because if we bounce off of $10, then there's a lot of room for profit between, let's say, $11 here and $14, because that also gives me a really nice stop loss here at $9.5. And so now I have a $1.50 stop loss, or a risk on this position of $1.50 per share, and I have a possible potential profit on this trade of $3 per share. So if I have a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, meaning I'm willing to give up $1 to make $2, which for me meets my trading requirements. And now all I have to do is prepare and get ready to execute this trade. Now, let's say that theoretically the next day or two is green here and it looks like we're about to break above $11. That's when it's time to actually place this trade and get ready for it. So I'll just show you what that looks like real quick. Okay, so I'm using Questrade right now and I just pulled up an order window. You can see that right here, and I've got it targeted for Blink Charging right here. We are going to place an order for 30 shares. It's going to be a stop order because I want to buy in when the price crosses above $11 here. That's the price that I want to enter on, and I don't want it to be a day duration. I want it to be good till close because I want this order to exist and stay there. I want to make sure that I'm trading in a margin account, and then on Questrade, they have this cool little button here that says bracket order, and it allows you to place your take profit and your stop loss basically at the same time. And so for us, our take profit here is going to be $14, and our stop loss here is going to be $9.5. And now with just one click right here, I can place these 3 orders into the trade. It's going to give me a confirmation right here. I will click on send order. I will exit this to get it out of the way, and now you can see I've got an order here, which is my stop loss for 30 shares at 9.5. I got my entry right here at $11, and I've got my take profit right here at $14. And now I have got a swing trade that is set up, that is prepared, and that is ready to go. Now, the step 5 here is, what do I mean by manage the trade? That is step number 5. And what I mean by that is, let's say that the price rises up, we get into the trade at $11, and then the price comes up to $13.50. That means that at this point, the price is now trading at $13.50 here. That means that we have a 50% upside on this trade, and we have a $4 downside on this trade to get back down to $9.50 where our stop loss is. And so when I say managing that trade, I mean looking at that risk to reward ratio and seeing if you like it. Because for me, I don't like that risk to reward ratio. I don't want to make 50 cents and risk losing $4, which means I need to manage this trade and I need to move that stop loss up so that that risk to reward ratio makes more sense. Because the stock has ran up, we've got lots of profits here. I don't want to risk losing all of that profits just because we didn't quite get to our take profit level. I'm not willing to risk all of that profit that we've already made just because we're 10 cents short. So in this scenario, I want to move my stop loss up, I want to manage this trade, and I want to make sure that if this stock price starts to come back down, we are going to get out of that trade, we're going to exit the position, and we're going to lock in. I would rather sell early for a profit than sell later on and risk losing that money. Real profitable traders sell early for profit. That's the key here, and that's how you manage your trade. Now, if you're interested in checking out Questrade and using some of the features that I walked you through here, they are doing a promotion. There's a link in the description down below. They'll give you $50 in free commissions, so you can try it out completely free. It won't cost you anything. And if you want to learn more about the stock market and how to actually trade like this, definitely consider checking out my course down below. It's called Stock Market Fundamentals. It's 10 hours long and it's completely free. You sign up through Skillshare, you get 1 month completely free on the platform. take the course, cancel the subscription, or take any other course that you want. I promise you it'll be well worth the time. It'll be the best free resource that you can find online, and there's over 400 reviews to read through. There's over 2 million minutes of watch time on the course, and we'll walk you through step by step everything that I just showed you here, but in 10 times more detail and with a whole lot more information on either end. It's well worth it if you're interested in stuff like this. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end though. I sincerely appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.